Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 15, Episode 15, Sip and Spill the Tea. We only have one more episode. The next episode is the season finale. What happened this season? I'm getting it. I'm finding it. Hold on. I got nothing. I got nothing. The reunion is only 2 parts. And I'm really sitting here thinking, what the fuck we finna talk about? Okay, I know we're gonna bring up Drew and kissing LaToya. We're gonna have to talk about that again. Maybe we'll dive into this the Candy hate, you know, at the start of the season. Hopefully season 16 is better. Portia is rumored to be returning season 16, so maybe, you know, she gonna have to listen. She thought that she skated by without having to answer to all of this, you know, the Simon, the what's the girl name? The Fallon situation. We haven't forgotten, and so I'm sure all of those are pinned. We got pending questions waiting for her ass. But with the recent stuff that's come out about Fallon and her was he her husband, fiance, her baby daddy, the boy she was with. All this mess that's going on with them and how he's Jalen, that's his name, and how he's saying he lost her, how he got. It's looking like Simon wasn't lying. It's looking like Simon had to put her ass out because she was cheating. But Simon, we're not gonna excuse you because I really feel like you and Portia, there was overlapping. Listen, I'm not buying you with some victim. You have moving trucks on standby, moving companies on standby. They're in the Rolodex waiting for you to put your next wife out. And so you ain't nobody's victim either. But it's just looking like it was all a mess. And Portia really, you know, wasn't all on her own in the mess. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's season 16. We here in season 15, episode 15. Let me get to it. Sip and spill the tea. This isn't gonna be a long video like the last one. I couldn't believe I talked for 41 minutes. I couldn't believe it. Cause I'm like, it wasn't even nothing happening like that for me to talk that much, but I can ramble on, especially if it's something that relates to me in my life. Cynthia and Kenya, we see them at the salon. You know, we bounce around. They're at the salon. Cynthia shares that her divorce is final. Congratulations. And I'm just like, congratulations? We congratulate people on being divorced? Okay. Sheree and Cairo, the baby, and Cairo's girlfriend, they're over at Sheree's house. She want to have a nurse. She want to do a nursery over there at her house for the baby, for baby Mecca. And so they're discussing details, you know, on what she should or could do for a nursery. Marlo, she's having a session with her life coach. The pass shooting day 1. And Ty say he gonna shoot this in 10 days. So this is day 1. Day 1, he's sharing his vision for the scene. You know, we about to do a sex scene, and so he's talking to Drew, you know, sharing with her how he expects this scene to go. Sonia Ross and Deuce go to see Dr. Jackie. She confirms the pregnancy because she done told everybody she pregnant before she even went to the doctor to confirm a pregnancy. I know sometimes that they show us these episodes out of sequence, so maybe that's what happened. Maybe she had really already found out and went to Dr. Jackie, and they're just showing us, you know, backwards, because that would make no sense. She's 5 weeks pregnant, and so she's really too early to be telling anybody. Girl, you don't pee on the stick, see pregnant, and then go run and tell everybody tomorrow. You need to wait this thing out because stuff happens, and she's dealing with she's a geriatric. This is a geriatric pregnancy for her because she's over 35. And so, yeah, girl, you really needed to just wait until the second trimester. In 10 weeks, she'll be able to find out what she's having. We all know that this particular baby, she miscarries. And so that's unfortunate, which is why, you know, she probably shouldn't have told Deuce. She probably shouldn't have told everybody. If you aren't comfortable telling all those people that you miscarried, then you need to just keep your pregnancy to yourself until you are in the clear. Anyway, the past. Day shooting 4. Drew, she's doing great. And I really feel like, you know, that's a given. They're filming this movie over there at Todd and Candy's house. Now, Todd is trying to cut back on the budget. You know, he's taking a page out of Tyler Perry's book and shooting in his own house. You know, that cuts down on that location budget for sure. Mayetta, she's there on set. You know, she's a lawyer. Drew tells Candy and Mayetta that she's a little nervous about this sex scene. She don't really know, you know, what the chemistry's gonna be like on screen with a woman because she's not sexually attracted to women. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, girl. Me and Candy, because Candy say, you not. They have an intimacy specialist on site though to help her with that, which is good, you know. Put your money in into the right things because they need that on most sets because sometimes it's not realistic. It just don't be given, and so you need an intimacy specialist around to help guide you through this so you can at least look the part, you know. Candy, she asked how Ralph is, you know, how he feels about all of this, how does he feel about your role, her role? She's, I think what's the girl name? Oh my God, Nina. That's her character's name, Nina. She asked how Ralph feels about Nina. She said, I ain't really tell him all that. I gave him the footnotes. He don't know I'm kissing down, getting ate out, and all that. He don't know all that, you know, because she says, I don't know everything he do at his job. Touche, Drew. I mean, touche. You should know, though. You should absolutely know what that man does for a living. You should know down to a science. I mean, at least a little bit. You should be able to articulate it, and she can't articulate it. So, yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Mayetta and Candy, they go and join Todd over there at the director's chair. You know, he excuses himself when they start that gossiping because he got work to do. He's a director, writer, producer, all that. He got to go do his job. Drew, she comes back over. You know, I guess she's doing a wardrobe change. She has on a robe. They were discussing Courtney calling her a bitch. So, of course, you know, Drew is like, oh, yeah, that ain't cousin Courtney no more. She just Courtney. We gonna call her Courtney. Mayetta done whipped out her phone because she still got her recording, you know. I'm just, Mayetta, why? Why are you whipping out your phone to show everybody this right now? Because when you had brought it up the first time, why you just didn't whip out the phone then? It's just like she's, like people are telling her, breadcrumbs, Mayetta, breadcrumbs. Okay, don't drop it all in one scene. You know, save the phone, the footage from the phone. Save that for another scene. At a random time, you just whip it out and start talking about it again. Cause why was you pulling that out to show that Courtney really called that girl a bitch? Anyway, Candy say now in the footage it looked like Courtney was pointing at Sonya when she said that. Because she was like, this bitch was questioning me. And Mayetta was like, why would she say that to her face? I'm just like, this is so stupid and trivial. Hold on. Husband calling. I'm back. We had to figure out what we was gonna eat for lunch. Anyway, back to Mayetta pulling out this phone just randomly, talking about Courtney calling her a bitch and all of that. Me and Candy kind of see it from the same vantage point. Like, what she pointing at Sonya with? Either way, she calls somebody a bitch, and she says she don't say bitch. She say it ain't in her vocabulary when she's referring to women. She ain't saying bitch. So Candy's like, girl, you said bitch. Bitch. That remind me of that time. Y'all remember, just a side note, this is probably how the video got to 41 minutes the last time. But I'm going to go on and say it anyway. Y'all remember when Shamari was going back and forth with Marlo, and she called Marlo a bitch, and Marlo was like, don't call me a bitch. No, she said, call me a bitch again. Call me another one. Bitch. Y'all need to bring Shamari DeVoe back. Bring Shamari DeVoe back. In season 16. Listen, that was hilarious. Call me another one. Bitch. She was looking like, girl. Was I supposed to be scared? Anyway. Sheree, she's planning this sip and see, this party for her. You know, because this ain't about Mecca at all. Po baby Mecca. I was just looking like, this is just some shit here. You ain't had to drag that baby outside for this. Anyway, she has the designer over. He's helping her. And he and his team, they're helping her, you know, with the details and all of that. And did he execute? He executed. Did exactly what he said he was going to do. The past, day 5. So it's the sex scene day. You know, Drew, she's up for the challenge. She says she did great. We see Marlo's hosting an event. It's for the foster care success stories. So she calls them the champions of foster care. And so she's honoring them, giving them an award. It's very nice. Everybody's supposed to wear blue because blue is the, I want to say it's like royal blue. It's the color, the ribbon for foster care. And so everybody's wearing a shade of blue. Everybody looks nice too. Marlo's suit is very nice. I love a feather detail. I love a feather detail. So Sonya comes. Courtney shows up. She looking for Sheree. Sheree's not there yet. She's still at the tasting for her sip and see. Immediately Marlo is upset and offended and starts going back to childhood trauma and being abandoned and people never showing up for her. Girl, let all of that hurt go, because that ain't got nothing to do with me and my time and what I already had scheduled. Like, you can't take that. You can't take people not showing up to stuff personal every single time. Sometimes folks just got stuff to do. Sometimes it slips people's minds. Because if you send out an invitation too far in advance and then don't send out reminders, people gonna forget about your stuff. They'll be like, oh shit, why you ain't tell me? Why you remind me, girl? Anyway, Scott Lee is also there. Scott Lee shows up for the thing. You know, it's nice. Sheree ends up showing up. So she shows up last minute. Marlo said, girl, you was almost on my list. You was almost on my list. Kenya. She's at home. She calls Candy to see what Candy is wearing. Candy say, oh, I'm going to wear a hot pink sequin number. Kenya's like, girl, Sheree is asking for nude. Shades of nude. Oh, shit. I wanted to see what this little pink sequin top was going to look like. Maybe she'll wear it in another scene. She could have wore... Nah, because she would have looked like she was a part of the family. Because I think only the family wore blush, you know, pinks. All right, the past, day 6. Drew, she's in her trailer with Danny, her on-set assistant. Like I said, they're shooting in 10 days. And on this day, they were shooting 10 scenes. And Drew says she ain't never done 10 scenes in a day in her life. She don't listen. This is getting to be a bit janky for Drew. She ain't really comfortable with the fact that we just really up in her house. I'm just really having a sex scene in Candy's bed. Just really frolicking and fool-la-la. Shout out to Funky Dineva. In this lady's bathroom. I heard my door open. That must be Tim. It better be Tim. It better be Tim. Anyway, She tells him from here on out it's lifetime and above. She can't do this kind of stuff no more. But she's grateful for the opportunity. You know, it's a check. You know, so she gonna go on and cash her little check. I think she even said little check. I said not little check. Talking about she gonna remain professional. This was very unprofessional. You really drug these people in their production on TV, and you work and you own the job. You will never work for them again. I mean, if I was Candy and Todd, I wouldn't cast your ass for shit else. Oh, cause we too janky and low budget. Don't worry about it. Don't try to come back when the budget is budgeting. don't try to come back when we're making moves. When we're really, you know, on location. Don't try to come back then. Ralph comes in. He comes into the trailer. She brings him up to speed. You know, she's just excited about her character. She feels like the character, she really relates to the character. She says the character's a lot like me. You know, like she's a wife, she's submissive, and she can't even finish her next thought because he blurts out, she's a lesbian. So now we gotta already talk about this. She's like, no, that's just like the backstory to her. Like, she's a wife first. Oh, so when did she become a lesbian? Did you give her some tongue action? Drew was like, what? How would you feel if I said I did? I think he would like it, Drew. I think he wouldn't mind. He want all the details, beat by beat. So, did you orgasm? Did you have an orgasm? Like, was she eating you out? Did she eat your ass? Like, what else did y'all do? And I got a straight face, but he had a big smile. He had a big cheese because he wanted all the details. It was weirding her out, making her very uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable as well. It really did. She's glad he wasn't there, you know, for those scenes. And she also doesn't appreciate him not taking the art of acting serious. Like, this is not just about you trying to get your little rocks off. It's plenty of Pornhub, YouPorn, whatever the other porn sites. Without telling too much of my business. It's plenty out there. So you sitting up need wanting the intricate details of this sex scene for the sake of you trying to get off. It's sad, Ralph. It's sad. Anyway, we're over here at Sheree's party. The guests are arriving. Sonya is the first one there. Sheree ain't even ready. Nobody's there. She's the first one there. 4 o'clock on the dot, she was there. She calls Candy. Oh, no. When she runs into Candy, my bad. She runs into Candy. And she tells Candy that she called her. I hate when people, I called you, but you ain't answer. You're right. When you got the voicemail, yeah, I didn't answer. And I saw that you called. I mean, excuse me, don't run down on me talking about you. I called you, but you ain't answer. That normally, yeah, that's what that means when you got the voicemail. Yeah, I didn't answer. What am I supposed to say after that? Candy was like, I mean, I was on set till 6 a.m. She gonna have the nerve to say she don't want to hear it. Girl, and I don't want you running up on me talking about you. I called you when you ain't answer. Leave a voicemail next time. Let me know that it was serious. I'm big on that. If it's deep, you'll leave a message. You'll find a way to get your message to me. Don't blow me up. Let's not. Don't blow up my line. About nothing. Okay? About nothing. And some people are like that. Some people are really demanding like that. Be trying to bust through your phone like, I know you see me calling you. That lady say, I was working. Oh, are you in the movie? Yes. Yes, I'm a part of the film. And you ain't even owe her all of that, Candy. Anyway. Cynthia is there. She looks good as usual. Sonya, she asks about, she's talking to Candy. They're all talking to Candy, asking about the movie and how Drew is doing or whatever. You know, Drew is doing what she's supposed to do. And she shares that Drew had her sex scene. And she's like, she had to do it in our bed. Ooh. Candy ain't really feeling this whole shoot this whole movie in my house thing. They could have shot these sex scenes at the guest house. I'm trying to figure out why y'all needed to be in my bedroom at all ever. My bedroom would be completely off limits for the movie. Now we gonna have to draw a line somewhere. Cast and crew and everybody just in and out of my damn bathroom. In and out of my bedroom. No. Absolutely not. Bob shows up. He comes over, you know, greets the ladies. Courtney shows up. She's there. She sees Shamia, and Shamia knows her from way back when. They go way back. You know, and Candy say, oh, finally somebody know this girl. Because, listen, honestly, nobody knew her. Nobody knew her. The lady outside, when Kenya show up, the lady, you know, with her iPad, so what's your name again? Kenya's like, girl, Kenya Moore, don't play. You should know who I am. She should know. But that lady just doing her job. Let her just do her job. She has to ask everyone for their name. And so you included, Miss Kenya Moore. Maybe she don't know who you like. Listen, you can't just assume everybody knows you. You are not Beyonce. Everybody is not watching reality TV. Some people are completely oblivious to who you are. Trust me. My mama being one. If I was to ask my mama who Sheree was, she know Nene. But if I was to say, who is Sheree Whitfield? She'd be like, who? I don't know. Who is that? And she might not know Kenya Moore. She may or may not. She may or may not. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. So you ain't just a household name like that, so relax. Sheree and Bob, they take some pictures in front of the decor. While they're doing this, Martell walks in. And he got on pink, like he a part of the family. It's a sidebar. Candy was like, why not Martell in all the pink too, like he a part of the family? He a side piece. You put him to the side with the rest of the side pieces. He can wait over there on the side. In his shade of nude like everybody else. I ain't understand why he was over there either, Candy. But when Martell shows up, this is he and Bob's first time meeting each other, but Bob give him, a handshake in passing. He ain't even stop to look him in the eye and say nothing to him. It was just, what's up? And kept on walking. He paid him dust. Drew, she shows up and she calls Candy because she in the car. She say she not coming in. A man that assaulted her is inside. And Candy immediately's like, oh, Anthony, what? He assaulted you? But yeah, she says she not coming in. So Candy says that she's gonna let Sheree know, and when she does go in there and let her know, she kind of pulls her to the side to let her know Anthony is already eavesdropping, talking about, child, I ain't thinking about Drew's wide ass. And so then he goes in on her marriage, and he's extra. He's extra. Really laying it on thick, trying to get some camera time. But Drew says she ain't coming in there. She says she ain't coming in there. He says that he threw a shoe at her after she threw her cheap ass purse. When Candy goes back outside to talk to Drew, because she does go out there to talk to her. She goes out there to talk to her. She and Mayetta go out there. And Drew gives the story. He threw a shoe at me. Sheree knew about this incident. She still invited both of us. She ain't going inside. The ladies, they're inside. They all go sit down in a more quiet space. Sheree finally comes out. She does this reveal, of course. Martell, when I think production asked about Anthony and why he was invited and all of that. She say that's her friend. He's the reason she and Martell are together. Apparently Martell and Anthony are friends. Martell don't like the gays like that. We not even finna play that game. We know it from his show. He's intolerable. So when was he and Anthony hanging out to be good friends? Anyway, Martell is in the place. When they taking these pictures, Bob got this young tenders and standing in front of Bob, and so everybody is like, "Who is this girl? Is this a new girlfriend? She kind of young." They all kind of, chitter chattering about it. Come to find out, that's Bob's daughter. Bob had a whole baby that Sheree don't know about, because I ain't believing that she don't know. Cause you just really brought your daughter here, and this is how you introduce her for the first time. The ladies, they kind of corner Bob too about this girl. Like, who is this girl? And he shares that it's his daughter. So now everybody trying to get this timeline together, because Candy say, I have known you since I was 19. Who is this daughter? One of Bob's illegitimate children. The other kids know her because she done been to the family functions. She's been around her siblings. This just her first time being around Sheree. Sheree don't care. Sheree, Bob has always been a piece of shit, and so he's still this way. Still, she ain't gonna let it bother her too much. She wheels Mecca out. Kenya, she wanted to talk to Martell. At first, Martell was like, no, thank you. But she does, explain, listen, I had to match your energy because I ain't had no man to check you. So I felt like I had to check you like my man would if my man was here. If I had a man to be here, this is how I feel like I should come at you. And so that's why I did it. And Martell apologizes to her. And then he and Sheree are like, so you gonna apologize? Kenya like, for what? I ain't cursed at you. Now you did curse. But I feel like it was after you was all riled up. Either way it goes, we are moving forward. They gonna move forward. Sheree wheels Mecca out again. Poor baby. All these people, all these lights, all this noise. She was just trying to take a nap. And she one of them babies that can sleep wherever because she was dozing off. She was dozing off. Take that baby upstairs and put her down. She's ready to go to sleep. Got her around all these people. All these folk all in her face. It would have been a guest limit for me if I was the baby's mama. I'd have been like, nah, your mama cannot invite all her fucking friends around my baby. It's going to be around my house where I can control the setting. You want to throw you a party because you a grandma, go ahead and do it. But leave my baby out of it. All these germs, just all these people. No. Anyway, yeah, I done moved on past it. I'm ready to wrap this on up. We ready to wrap it on up. Sheree, they kind of end the party with, trying to fill her in on Bob and this lady. And, they were questioning about it. Sheree said she didn't know. She said she didn't know. I don't believe that. But it's neither here nor there. Like Sheree said, he was a piece of shit then, and he is still a piece of shit. And so until next time, guys. Until next time. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.